Hi everyone, it's Sab. Welcome back to the channel. It's so lovely to see you here. Happy December. This is a very exciting and, in my mind at least, a highly anticipated video, and it is our 2025 yearly planner. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you guys a massive thank you for this. It is our 100K plaque. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, that is so exciting and so amazing, and I love you all, and thank you for affording me this opportunity to make videos for fun and share it with you guys and connect with so many of you around the world. It has been such a pleasure in my life, and this is a testament to that. How exciting. Anyway, to thank you for that, and also just, you know, a year and a half of creating videos, I thought that I would follow up my 2024 planner from last year and come out with a 2025 yearly planner. So this is my gift to you for giving me this, and hopefully this allows us to start the new year off on the right foot. So this is a 100% free digital planner created by yours truly, where you can download it in the link in the description below and then open it in your favorite note-taking app, GoodNotes, Notability, whatever you want. And it's just a way for you to kind of organize and plan your life for 2025. Oh my gosh, let me put some lip balm. So basically in this video, I'm just going to go through the planner itself, show you all of the features, show you how to use it and customize it, and then hopefully you'll message me on Instagram and show me all of the amazing things that you create with it. So without further ado, let's talk about this planner. Okay, so let's talk planner. Here we go. So this is what I have created for this year. The theme was, okay, the theme is giving the United States of America. I didn't even mean for it to be blue, red, and white, but that's what we ended up with. So here is our cover page. I have mine open in Notability. You can use whatever you want. So to open this in whatever note-taking system you have, you can download it in the link in the description, and then on your iPad, you can go to your, I think it's called File. You can go to your Files folder, find your download over there, and then you can press the share button up here on the top right, and then open it in Notability or whatever it is that you want. And then you can just import it just like this, open the note, and just like that, bada bing bada boom, it's open. So just some formatting things that I like to do before we talk about the planner itself. This is kind of in the seamless scrolling. I like to go here on the top right corner with the ellipses, and then going to settings. Nope. Going to these settings, I go to single page. That's just, it feels better for me. So here is our front cover. Vibes are different from last year. We're trying to step away from being boring beige baby, and we're doing something a little bit funner. So here is our cover. And the fun thing about this planner, if you haven't seen my last year one, is that it's pretty, if I do say so myself, but it's also completely functional. So all of these tabs that you see here on the top, I wonder if I have a pointer. Is this a pointer? Yes, so all of these tabs that you see here on the top and all of the tabs that you see here on the right are fully clickable. These are hyperlinked so that when you click it, it jumps to the appropriate page. And we'll talk about that in 1 second. So to navigate this, we can go ahead and swipe to the right, and it brings us to the identification page, where I put a little spot for you to put your photo and write your name. And then you can open up any photo that you have. This one is mine. Perfect. And then you can go ahead and write your name. I just thought it would be a cute little detail. This is Sab's journal, and that's that. This brings us to the home page. This is accessible by just swiping from the front page, or you can also click the home page tab here on the top right corner. So if you were on this page, for example, you can go ahead and go to the finger tool, which looks like that, and then just click that and it jumps over there. So the home page is basically a dashboard, a catch-all for a lot of the different pages that are in this planner. So here on the left side, you can see that we have all of our calendars. We have our yearly calendar. I have to go back to the finger. We have our yearly calendar over here and all of our monthly calendars below. So the monthly calendars can be accessible by clicking any of these here or clicking any of these here. Is it redundant? Maybe. So I can jump to the February calendar, for example, or I can jump to the August calendar. And it's all accessible within this homepage. Onto the column in the right, we have this study one that brings us to our study planner and course overview. Same thing for finances, lifestyle, food. We're gonna go through these individually, but just know that you have this homepage that is accessible on this top right corner for kind of an easy way just to toggle between these pages. The next page that we have is our yearly calendar. So this is just a very kind of big picture overview of all of the days and the weeks and the months in the year. And then that brings us to our next page, which brings us to the study section of the planner. So this can be accessible in 3 different ways. The first way is just by swiping there. The second way is by clicking the study planner button over here. And the third most accessible way is by clicking the study tab here on the top. So this is for my students out there. This is a very basic, simple note that allows you to organize everything that you have planned for the day. There is a place to write today's date here on the top right. Here we have all of our study priorities, especially on those days when you have a lot to do and so much to study. Sometimes it's good to try and prioritize what your top 3 tasks are. So there's a place for you to put it here. And here in the bottom, I have a to-do list for your more specific, detailed to-do list. The to-do list is in dotted graph paper, which is just my favorite kind of paper to write in, and it also makes it easy if you wanted to draw little boxes that you can check. So for example, if I wanted to do my Anki cards, I can set that up like that, and then when you're done, you can just check that off. So in addition to the study priorities and the to-do list, we have our daily planner here on the right, which is an hour-by-hour breakdown if that's how you wanted to approach your study organization for the day. And then here in the bottom right, I just organized a little section for notes if you wanted to remind yourself, call mom. Not necessarily study related, but a good study break. So that is basically the study planner. And then at the end of the day, you can go ahead, take your eraser, and then just erase everything. And then it's ready for the next day. So after the study planner, we scroll over, we have our course overview, which is a new feature that I added. If you wanted to organize all of your upcoming courses, you can include things like the course itself, who the professor is, the days of the week that you will be having this class, as well as the time and the room that it starts. I like to, especially in university, like to organize all of the assignments that I have scheduled for a course by writing down all of the assigned kind of papers or group projects or tasks, as well as all of the due dates, so you have something to refer to. This is a fun place to put your goal grade and your final grade if you wanted to compare that. And then kind of similar to this one over here, we have our major exam dates and our major due dates. And if you wanted to, you likely have more than one course, you can go to this here on the top right to open up kind of the pages here on the side. You can click the ellipses here in the bottom left and you can duplicate a page. So you can obviously use this for more than one course. And then if you go to this money tab here on the top, we can jump to our finance tracker, just like that. And you can toggle between the finance tracker for each month by clicking these buttons here on the top right. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and then you can just click each button and that brings you to the finance tracker for that corresponding month. So similar to how it was last year, this is separated into 4 main tables. Starting off with the income, this is all of the money that you're making. This stays pretty empty for me. Fixed expenses are going to be things like your rent, I don't know, car payments, Wi-Fi, utilities. Your variable expenses will be things like clothing and groceries and whatever it is that you're buying that isn't something that you consistently buy every month. And then debts. I owe the school a lot of money in terms of debts, so you can organize that there as well. And then here in the bottom right, you have a summary. We're gonna take how much money we make, subtract our expenses as well as our debts, and see where we are in the summary for the month. I have been so bad with money, especially over the last couple of months with the holiday season, so it's really good to have a good overview of how much money is coming in, and unfortunately for me, a significant amount of money coming out, just so you have a better idea. And it's nice that it's so easy to toggle from one month to another. So let's say when you fill up January, it's so easy to just jump to February and see how your income and your expenses and your shopping habits may be changing. That was for the money. Now let's move on to the next tab here on the top right. And then this is what I kind of call the lifestyle tab. It's just a hodgepodge of different things, honestly. So the first thing is our habit tracker, and very similar to the finance tracker, we have the buttons here on the right side, which will correspond to the habit tracker for each month. So the way that I have this set up is that, and I'll fill one out for you. So one of the habits that I'm trying to get into is to read before bed instead of being a bum and being on my phone. So this is where you would write the habit. Oh, let me stay in frame, shall I? read before bed. And then in the bottom, I just put a little note if you wanted to expand on that a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna say, read. And then how this is organized here on the right is that you want to take the biggest font that you can, which I'm gonna do 10, that's fine. For every day that you do this task, you can cover the little number just like that. Boop. Oh my god, I don't know why that's so fun. I get so excited over such small things like this, but this I thought was like a really fun, creative detail, if I do say so myself. So every day that you do it, you can go ahead and just cover the little number with the dot, and it'll be so fun. And I think the more that you fill it out, the funner it'll be. If I were you guys, I would do different colors for each one, and then they make really fun patterns like that. Isn't that so fun? Am I the only one that finds this interesting? Guys, look at that. Isn't that so cool? Boop, boop, boop. You know, and if you're really good and you fill everything up, then it looks really cool. But regardless, oh, this is so fun. So it's like a reward. It's like a reward every time you do a habit, you get to boop, boop, oh, boop, boop. So that's the habit tracker. Gosh, what a hoot. In addition to the habit tracker, I've got more in store for lifestyle for you, and that is our mood tracker. This is also very fun. So I kind of took inspiration from a very established thing in bullet journaling, which is a year in pixels. So I have this grid here on the left that corresponds with each day of the year. So basically what you do is that we start off with my moods over here, and then you want to pick a color that is associated with a specific mood. So for example, I'm going to choose this blue one to put sad. And I can go ahead and just fill that up like this. This one I can be happy, yay! What you'll do now is that you'll go to whatever date it is, and then you're going to fill that square with your corresponding mood. Let's say that 1st of January, I'm sad. What I can do is now go to that grid, draw my little square, and you can hold it so it snaps into place. Ta-da! And then you fill in your little square. And the whole idea is that by the end of this year, you're going to have this beautiful grid pattern corresponding to all of your different moods throughout the year. Next is going to be our highlight reel. I'm really trying to get into mindfulness this year, and I'm taking you guys along the journey with me. So the highlight reel is basically just a reflection exercise to sit down and think about what your one highlight of the day was. You know, if some of you are rolling your eyes being like, oh, this is so boring, and this is so mumbo jumbo, and this is too rainbows and butterflies, I honestly feel like my life has gotten so much better when I actually stopped to think about the things that I'm grateful for and things that make my life so great, because it's so easy to be consumed by a lot of the difficult and stressful things in life that you kind of become blind to a lot of the things that you should be grateful for and things that you should be happy about. And this is just an exercise that forces you to stop, think about the things that make you happy, and write it down. And then the last thing in the lifestyle category, I wanted a section for books I've read just so I can keep track of everything that I've been reading. So here you have a little place to put a picture of the cover of the book. You can put your rating out of 5, and then all of the info like title, author, pages, when you started and finished it, as well as any reflections. And it's nice to keep track of what the books are that you read, how many that you read, how long did it take to read them, what genres do you enjoy. Life moves so fast, and it's so easy to pass by. And I think the whole theme of the lifestyle section of this planner is that, girls, sometimes you gotta stop. Sometimes you have to stop and you have to reflect and you have to document it such that at a later date you can go back and see how you've changed as a person and how your interests have changed as well. So that was the lifestyle section. Now moving on to the last bit, here on the top right we have our food section. This is just a weekly meal planner. It's been something that I've really enjoyed because now that I work in the hospital, I have no choice but to meal prep or I don't eat. I've been a lot more diligent in creating meal plans for every single day, as well as creating a shopping list. This is a way for you to organize breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for each day of the week, as well as a shopping list separated into different categories like dairy, meat, and whatever. So 2025 is the year that we cook at home, we meal prep, we stay happy and healthy, and we cook food that nourishes us and makes us feel good. And you can do all of that with this weekly meal planner. Oh, that was a lot of talking. That was all of the tabs here on the top right. Now let's go through the monthly calendars. So here on the right, we have each month of the year. And then when you click it, that will jump to the monthly calendar for that month. So here's January, February, March. So the same thing as last year, I wanted to make this planner as functional as possible so you don't have to swipe to each individual day in each month. So each of these are not only a place where you can write down a significant date or an event. For example, everybody have your calendars open right now, zoom into January 17th and write Sab's birthday. This is the most important day of the year. So make sure you have that down. I'm kidding. Anyway, not only is this a place for you to write down significant events, significant dates, but also, like last year, if you click a specific date, it will open to the daily planner corresponding to that date. And I hope you guys appreciate this because I individually had to go in and link each page to each of these buttons, and it took a week. So this is kind of similar to the study planner one. Here on the left, you have an hour by hour breakdown of the day. So let's say that you're a psycho and that you wake up at 5 in the morning. You can write that. This is who I aspire to be. Yoga. And then I run. And then I make my smoothie. No, my shifts start at 8 and I wake up at 7:30. That's who I am. So here's going to be an hour by hour breakdown of the day. Here on the right, you have your priorities as well. If there's something really important that you need to do that you don't want to forget, you can have that here on the top right. Here you can write some notes to yourself about today. For example, Sab, today you have to wash your sheets. It's been 2 weeks. I would write that here. And then some reminders for tomorrow. You can throw that there as it comes up. And there's a space for notes as well. All of the pages are organized and hyperlinked for you. So this way you could keep track of everything in the day, and if ever you want to go back to a previous day, you can go ahead and compare all of your priorities and what you did and all of your scheduling, and it's all very neatly organized and hyperlinked in this daily planner. So I think that's pretty much it. That was an overview of my 2025 yearly planner. As you saw, I tried to put in all of the things that I thought would be important in a planner without overwhelming you too much, hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoy the planner. It's my gift to you for your gift to me, and for honestly being such a wonderful group of people. You guys are so lovely in the comments, supporting me and also supporting each other, which I never expected. So I'm so happy and so in love with the community that we've created, and I hope that this planner is a very small, meager token of my appreciation, but I hope you will enjoy. So the new year is rapidly coming upon us. I hope that with this planner it can be a little bit less stressful, but a little bit more organized from the get-go. Thank you guys so much as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!